called a shiv, S-H-I-V. It's a type of pulley. It's actually well over 75 years old. It's made out of wood. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to use it in lieu of a wagon wheel on some scaffolding I have set up on top of my cargo container. So these clamps are to set the scaffolding pipe up to hold the wagon wheel. However, that's not what the title is ensued about, or insinuates. The 12,000 pesos was spent on another winch that I have. Where did I put? Did I bring the winch up, Daisy? No. Where? Okay, the winch is behind me. Okay. All right. So this winch here, this is a 12,000 peso winch. It'll lift up 1 ton. And this winch is going to also go up on the scaffolding upstairs. So we have to put this winch in a box. So I will have an electric winch that will winch up 1 ton to upstairs, and a wagon wheel slash antique shiv slash pulley to pick up the lighter loads. Jack Thompson will like the idea that finally I'm setting up a semi-quasi wagon wheel. So where we're going to be working today is on the second floor. The thing that made me realize I should set the winch up is I just humped that power miter up to the roof on my shoulder, and Daisy picked it up on the roof with the rope. That's really, to do it once in a while is okay, but now that we're getting ready to start building forms and framework, to do that on a daily basis is not the smartest thing in the world. And there is the Daisy May. The Daisy May. Give me that $1 million smile, honey. There is a $1 million smile there. So I'm going to set the camera up, and you're going to watch us haul some stuff up to the second floor level. I'm going to turn this camera around so I can see what you see. Okay, and this is how it's done for now, and then eventually it'll be done with the wagon wheel or the winch. So we're going to take up the light stuff first. The what, honey?
Bucket. Middle bucket.
We got the box. We'll use the box. Not so much stuff each time. Okay, go ahead up.
Water.
Okay, water. Okay, I'll put it in the bucket. Ah, the metal bucket. Okay, I got you. This. Okay, you send. No. Okay, here's the water. We got the. You take that up. Daisy, the blue container with the sockets, is that up there or inside? It's over there, yeah? Do you remember? In there. Okay. Okay, take up the wagon wheel. Give me the pulley back.
Which wagon?
Okay. Take up the wagon wheel. Okay. You can take this? Okay, go ahead. Daisy May. The amazing Daisy May. For those of you who don't know who she is. Okay, Daisy, bring the metal pipe clamps over to the bench. Bring the wagon wheel up. Hello, Nanay.
Hello, my kid.
Mein guten Tag. Trabajo.
Trabajo.
Yes, honey.
Yeah.
Okay. I got that now. Huh. Mm-hmm. Ugh. I know that this is going to be a tough one. Okay, I got it. Tough or not, I got it. Guten Tag.
Move this.
Send down the bucket. Yeah, put that over. You could put that on the container, yeah. Daisy, there's a water bucket up there, yeah?
Yeah.
Dump that water out and send down the water bucket, empty bucket. I want to put this in the empty bucket and then I'm coming upstairs.
Where I went through the water.
Dump it on the roof. Just dump It doesn't matter where it goes, just it's okay, dump it. Any direction. It's just rainwater. Okay, just throw it over here, throw.
Okay.
Throw. Okay, you take this up now, we have some tools in here. Okay, so I have pipe, I have a marker, I have a ruler, I have the measurements, I have the winch. You know what I need? I need a rope to hang the winch from. I'm going to throw this rope up to you on the up, 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 up. Okay. There you go. Do we have tape upstairs? Voila. Okay. I'll get the tape. All right. We have the rope, we have the winch, we have the shiv, we have the pulley, we have the blocks, and we have the measurements and the ruler. That should get us going. Now, let's go upstairs. It's brutally hot today too. We got a late start. I was on the phone with my my mouthpiece. Friends, 3 friends, a mouthpiece, and a few others. Hold the camera for a minute. Yeah. Good. Okay, you guys are going to be watching us work from this vantage right there. Daisy, just wave your hand. Okay, good. Okay. Little by little. Come on. On the bench. You? I'm going to check the comments to make sure there aren't any bad comments. Okay. No trolls today, baby. Mayan buntag. Okay. Let's get you stand up. Give me that rope. Okay. Where is see this pipe here? Let me have that 4-foot pipe. Yeah. Hey. Yun. 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 Okay. You hold that. Mayan buntag pod. Mayan buntag, Mayan buntag, Mayan buntag pod. Dominic, Ejan. Mayan gabi pod. Mayan gabi. You know me, I have the gamay utag. Gamay utag. Gamay. Okay, give me the air. I need where is the socket that I brought up? The other one? Yeah. Take the adapter off. So take the adapter off.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah. Put that in the other socket right away so we don't lose that.
This is a lot.
Give it to me. When you want to take your pipe, hold on. Put that right into the other pipe. This should go in a bucket. Throw it in the bucket. Give me the other. Never do I want you to use. Okay, I'm going to tell you what. If you do that, of course it will tighten up on the pipe. But if you do that with your finger in there,
Patay.
you just clip.
Cut.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
get the ice. Let's try that. Okay, give me another swivel.
What swivel?
ones that rotate. Actually, one of these is enough. It ain't going anywhere. Hold on. Hey, Scott. Thanks for stopping by. I'm building an arm off out of scaffold pipe to hold the 1-ton winch so I can winch things up to the second level. Gun? What, honey? Can't hear you. Fit through the side? I won't be able to reach it. You can reach it?
You here?
I'm okay. Okay, give me another clamp. Give me a swivel clamp. No, these, look. These have 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other ones have a round. Yeah, that's the one. This is this has a swivel bearing in here. Those are rigid clamps. Rigid. Give me that rope.
What rope? Tape?
Put that back in the box. Do we have any orange up here? Orange rope.
Over there from that.
Take a look.
Open the door. For what?
Perfect. Back up. We'll come over here. One of the other.
We have ropes in here if you want. This rope? No more?
No, this one's okay. Actually, let me take a look.
This is much stronger than that. What do you use there? I don't know.
Daisy suggested to use a nylon rope over this polypropylene rope, which is quite old. No matter. So that's the one we're going to use. Daisy has a lot of good thoughts, good ideas in construction. Believe it or not, she's very, very apt at this type of work for some reason. It's almost like she's a natural. Give me the orange. The small orange is okay.
It's not, ano, it's from the,
Ah, yeah, yeah, okay.
I need to untie this.
Okay, no, that's okay.
I'm gonna untie. It's very long.
Okay. Okay, give me the shiv,
Shiv.
the yellow pulley with the hook on it.
Look.
Okay, now we just gotta use that other yellow rope for this. And tie this on. Where's the... Let me see the winch.
Winch. What winch? Winch?
The winch, please. The red tool. It could go from one to the other. This could stay here. We don't want it to fall.
Baliktad.
1 minute, please. 1 moment. I don't want to do that. Well, I didn't want to do that, but I don't have much of a choice. You don't care about that now. You may be helpful. Daisy, give me my water, please. What, honey?
Bugnaw.
Yeah, bug now. Very bug now. Thank you. All right, I'm to cut some pipe. Okay. Okay, let's check the soup live chat. Okay, live chat's on. Now we're gonna cut. I need. I'm gonna start cutting pipe for a job I'm doing downstairs. I need two 262s, 263s, two 6-foot pieces, and that'll get me started on my current project. That's clean water, sir. Okay. Very hot. Uh-huh. I bet it is. Okay, so we got two. Those are 36s. So we need two more 36s. No, that could stay there. That's for, we'll use that for a different job. That's something else altogether. Okay, that's two 36s. Let's take this out, this bent pipe right here. Take this, put it on the bench. Okay, just put it on the bench, right there. Okay, let's get the first 6-footer. Go to the end. Okay, come put it on that mark. Don't touch the mark. Okay? 262s, right? Okay. 262s out of here. One. This will be our short pipe. Let's get another 62 from here. We need two 62s and two 63s. Okay, that bring it down to the end. Right here, right here, right here. Now we need 163. Okay. Now, so let's get a electric over here. Just leave that pipe up there where it is. What? You want it? I thought you want to close it? Okay, let me show you. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
You bend it, one bend like this, one bend like that, one bend like that, like that. You can do it all in the same direction too. You try it. That's the original ruler from 1960. Only the mine. Pick it up. When you let it down about that much, okay? Okay, come on. Perfect. You don't, no. You just let it down when it wants to fall, about this much. Like this. That's it.
Sharp.
Okay?
Sharp. It's very sharp.
Ready? Just you're only gonna let it down that much.
in ba? In here.
I know. Don't go.
I'm not kidding. I just raised.
Yeah, I know. We got to grind off the end. I know that. But we don't have the round file. We're not going to deal with the round file at all anymore. Well, not today. Right, you go over there, honey. And you'll hand me the pipe as I need it, okay? Don't put them on the floor. I don't want them on the floor. I want them on here. I don't want them on the floor. Because they're going to cut the roof. Don't put it on the floor.
What would I put?
Just don't put it on the floor.
Sit down.
Don't put it on the floor. What are you taking the plug out for?
Ang taga to awin ano? Makawit. Ito nakwit.
It reaches just fine. Put it
I
back.
don't know why it's ano.
It was in the whole time, Daisy. Stop getting upset. Stop it. Just stop. There you go. big round file that we used for the inside. Do you remember? It's in the drawer. Bring up the big round file. So you give me that piece of pipe. Okay. Now, if you want. Yeah, I got it. So to finish this. So we need the round file and that pipe, and if you want to get something cold to drink, get something cold to drink. But you're overheating. You are overheating.
Oh, I'm overeating.
Yes. Are you sure? Stand up the pipe first. Can you come over here? Okay. Okay. Get something cold for you to drink, not for me, just for you. And then end the fire. Okay, so the next step is to when you cut these pipe, it leaves a burr, a big burr, not a little burr, on the inside of the pipe wall, the ID. And that burr that you see there is a razor blade. If you put your finger in there, just move it just slightly, 1/4 inch, it'll go straight to the bone. So I deburr everything with this half moon file. So we're gonna set the camera. I'm gonna check for comments. What, honey?
File. The file.
I got. Oh, you want to be the one? No, I'll be the one. You'll hand me the pipe, okay? I don't want you really playing around with razor sharp stuff. Yeah, I know. I know you did it before, but okay. So I'll show you with a small piece of pipe what the burr looks like by putting it right here, and then I'll show you when you file it down what it looks like. You can hand me the pipe, Daisy. Feed me the pipe inside. You'll just turn the pipe around for me when I'm ready, okay? Okay, Malachi. Watch the camera.
I know.
You pick it up and spin it like that, and then drop it down. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is one is done.
You will be?
Well, okay. I wanted to just show them the burr. So this is what the burr looks like. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And the file takes that all off.
Yeah.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold on a minute. All right. Just watch your face. Now this one, if I cut too fast, so there's a huge burr on here, 1/4 inch. Now, some people would say, why is he taking all this time to take that burr off? Well, we're going to spend a half an hour taking the burrs off, but if someone cuts their finger, you're going to spend an hour putting a bandage on there and 2 or 3 hours if they have to go see a doctor, or a half a day, and they'll lose a month's pay. So it's faster to take the burr off than it is to bring somebody to a doctor. And it's faster to take the burr off than it is to wrap, to bandage a bad cut like that. To the rules that you learn before you become an aviation mechanic, it goes back to before you do a lesson in aviation, high school or college or the Academy of Aeronautics, before you do the lesson, before you do the job, you learn the safety protocol for the job before you do the job, so you know what not to do. And this is proper protocol for cutting pipe. And aircraft pipe or scaffold pipe, if you want to be safe, this is how it's done. You ask how many people that work on scaffolding all day if they've ever seen somebody cut their hand on a pipe that was cut with a hacksaw or a skill saw. And for the most part, you're going to get a positive yes. I've seen it happen.
To get the blower to clean here?
The air, the metal, it's very small amount, and that's why I knocked it off. This, you mean? No, it's just going to get. We're going to be cutting a lot of pipe soon, so it's just going to get rusty up here. The rust is so small from the grinder, from the cutter, that it'll just be dusty. It'll just turn it brown. Let me have the water, honey. Okay. Okay.
What about the air?
The air compressor?
You still gonna use it?
Yeah, it's okay. No, we're done. We're done up here, actually. We're done working. We're going to start building something else. Give me the camera. Yeah. Okay, so for those of you who watch the lesson on how to cut pipe and how to deburr pipe, this is the right tool. It's called a half moon file, and it takes the the burr off the inside of the pipe, and you want to push the burr into the pipe so the burr's not falling on the floor where you're working. If you could think that far ahead, most people can't think that far ahead. So I pushed the burr into the pipe so that the metal filings went into the pipe, and then I took the pipe and tapped out the metal filings on the side of the container here. So I'm going to check the comments. Okay. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of people watching. That's okay. It's not the most, it's definitely not the most important video you'll ever watch, unless you want to learn about cutting pipe. Then it's a pretty important video because I just showed you how to do it, what tool to use. Now, in this case, we're using a Makita 2200 watt. I'll show you the tool. Continuous duty. Continuous duty means this tool can stay on continually. 2200 watt. Continuous duty. Makita. And it's a 14-inch miter. Has a value of, well, if you buy it in the store, about $240, $260 maybe now. If you buy it online, it was $200, but that everything's gone up, so there's no way to know. All right, so let's see if I can see these comments. I can't see the comments. Daisy, you got anything dry? Anything? Let me have your sleeve. Okay. Okay. Getting her done, I see. And that is from Charles Bronson. We're getting there little by little, Charles. Thanks. We are. Thanks for the positive comment. Simulacron, I always said, stay away from winches, especially those who weigh 1 ton or more. Hey, Sim, thanks for stopping by. Sim, thank you much for the positive comment. So I'll give you a description how this miter works, and this is a good one. The back on this miter turns up to a 45-degree angle. Normally, the miter itself, the blade, is what turns, what pivots on a turret back here, in the back area here. But this is a standard 90-degree turret, and this is what turns, the back plate. Now, why is this a good miter over other power miters? Well, there's a couple of reasons. One is the back. Two is the fact that it's a 14-inch blade. Three is that it's got a quick lock mechanism here. So what you can do with a piece of pipe is put a piece of pipe in here like that, or metal. You release this. This is called a dog. This is a dog. You release this dog from the threads. And now if the pipe is a 2-inch pipe, you just take with your finger and slap it up to the pipe and then drop the dog down. The dog will go into a thread on its own. And then you just turn this piece here went on an angle. And if you had to do a certain type of job, you can put this on an angle like this and grab the material. Let's say you had to grab the material and you wanted to bite on it for some reason over here. I don't know why, but there are cases like that. Or if you want to just put it flat, just turn this out, flip it around, and then again, You don't have to pick that dog up. You can just push this forward and the dog's in automatically. You can put the dog down and just push the pipe up. You can put the dog down, up, and then drop the dog and then just slap it up to the pipe. Yep, that's why it's doing that. And just push it up to the pipe like that. The dog drops down, it locks automatically, and when you turn the screw, the dog locks down in the back there. So that's why this is a better miter. A lot of these, the cheaper ones, don't have a dog here. Now, there is a better kind of dog than this, but that's the next grade of 14-inch miter. It's a Super Duty commercial grade grinder miter that's 2,400 watts, 200 watts more. And this is good for continuous duty to cut anything you want all day with this saw. But the next one is for like Super Duty for cutting 1/2-inch steel, where the saw is never going to shut off. And then that dog is much more powerful much stronger than this dog. But for what I do, it's okay. So again, you put the dog back and then you drop the dog down, just slap it up with your hand like that, and then you spin it on and that's it. It's locked. Okay, anybody have any questions about the miter, where to buy the miter, how much to pay for the miter, how long it takes to get the miter? I'd be more than happy to answer those questions. Other than that, we're going to end this live stream. I have a job that does not involve a public venue. Okay, I'll give you a minute to type out your questions if there are any, and then I'm going to say goodbye. Daisy says, and good riddance. That's it, huh? Chairs are leaving. End of the day. End of the story, yeah? They're packing it all up.
He got buried?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't see anybody.
Still there.
What, honey?
He's still there.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, no more questions. Thanks for stopping by. And let's see, what else? Is there anything else about the miter? Oh, yeah. You know, you hear people talking, I spent how much money. This pipe that you just watched me cut, the price of pipe in the Philippines, when I first bought this pipe, 1.5-inch thin wall pipe, it was 350 pesos per pipe. And that was a year ago, 350. I think it was like 347. 350 pesos. So that was $7 per pipe. That's 21 feet, 1.5-inch ID thin wall pipe. When I bought this yesterday, day before yesterday, 2 days ago, when I bought this 2 days ago, this pipe is now in one place, it's 540 pesos. So that's 190 peso increase, or 50% increase, more than 50% in 1 year. But if you go into the city, plus you have to pay $25 for a delivery charge. I don't pay delivery charges, but I picked this up myself. If you go into the city, this pipe now at Build-A-Ware was 640 pesos per pipe from 350. So it went up 300 pesos. It went up 100% to the building suppliers in Bohol. 100% increase on metal pipe and also most rebar. So who you want to blame this on? You could blame it on the people that control the world, because they have set this up where we're on the losing end, and that's the truth. It doesn't matter. You know, philosophically speaking, I've been in marine and land construction my whole life. Okay. When we had Typhoon Odette, no ships that handle fuel were lost. The ships that do handle the fuel port in the bigger cities like Manila and Mindanao, in the bigger cities. Okay? No ships were lost. No fuel docks were lost. No fuel storage containers were lost. No fuel trucks were lost. No fuel storage tanks were destroyed. We never heard about any of that. But we didn't have fuel for 35 days. So they jacked up the price of fuel from 51 pesos to 62 pesos in that short period of time. And they said, now, but we're talking about a small piece of the Philippines, Leyte, Bohol, and Cebu. So one small section lost fuel for 40 days. Let's just say 40 days. The price of fuel went up across the board everywhere, but they never, it's not like they lost fuel ships. The storm was not that big. They didn't lose the ports where the ships fuel. And the ships had 10-day warning that the storm was coming, so they were all in what we call safe harbor. The ships were all in safe harbor. They knew where the storm was going to be, and where it wasn't like the typhoon encompassed all of the Asia or South Pacific or anything like that. It was just in one small area, 200 miles, be that as it may. But we did not lose. We did not lose the whole of the Philippines. We did not lose ports. We did not lose storage tanks. We did not even lose trucks. We lost a lot of telephone poles that were probably not up to par to begin with, because they're only 5 years old, but that's not the point. Fuel went up 20%, from 50 pesos to 60 pesos. Since that day, since February 15th or thereabouts, it went up another 60 to 80. That's another 30%. So fuel went up 50%. Went up almost 50% in 5 months. But all because of Cyclone Odette? I don't know. I don't know why it went up. There's no way anybody could justify it with numbers, with real numbers. For 40 days is absurd, because the loading docks where the ships load the fuel onto the ships were not affected. The loading docks where the ships offload the fuel in Tagbilaran were not affected. I had to go there to go to a machine shop that's right around the block from the loading dock from the port of Cebu. Port of Bohol. No docks were affected. And yet the prices went up and we didn't have fuel for 40 days. And the ships have their own power to bring the fuel into the ship, or ports at the port of Bohol the ships have their own power to transfer the fuel from the ship to the port of Bohol tanks. And those tanks have their own generation system to pump it into the fuel trucks, the 6,000 gallon fuel trucks. And the fuel trucks are either gravity fed or they have a 10 horsepower electric motor pumping the fuel. So at no point was the down. At no point. Yes, the 3 days or 4 days after the typhoon, a lot of roads were messed up where the trucks couldn't navigate on the road, but that's it. And yet fuel is now 20% plus 50% more than it was 5 months ago, with nothing I can see that justifies the price raise of fuel. And that's happening in America as well. Now, and we have oil reserves in America. We had them in the 70s for 100 years, which means if we had no fuel at all coming from any other country in America, we have 100 years of fuel in the ground. But they won't release it. And now fuel in America has gone up 17 days in a row. The price of fuel has gone up. It's now $5.55 a gallon for gasoline in America, and it's $6.40 a gallon for diesel fuel here, and 70 per gallon for gasoline. $6 plus. So we're paying more money for gasoline in the Philippines, $6 plus a gallon, than America, $5.55 a gallon. And Filipinos make $1 per hour, and Americans make $20, $30, or $40 an hour. So we're really paying 20, 30, or 40 times the price of fuel than Americans are paying here. Think about that. A Filipino makes $1 an hour, and fuel is now $6 plus per gallon. And they might use 2 gallons a day on a tricycle. They're not giving these people a chance to survive. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, this is Michael Fazio, and give me that $1 million smile. In the Philippines, baby. That's right. Submarine was the file I was using. It's a crosscut, yes. Well, I call it a moon file, because it's rounded. But it is a crosscut. Concave, this part is perfectly flat. This part is, well, what I've always learned it to be a half moon file, but it is a crosscut. It's not a mill file. A mill file would be for finer work. Mill, M-I-L-L. This is a crosscut file. Top and bottom. I bet you no one here who's watching knows how to sharpen a file. I'll leave that lesson for another day. Did you know there's a way to restore files back to their original sharpness? If you know how to do it and you have the right products. Okay, thanks for watching. And God day to everybody from Michael Fazio and Smiley. In the Philippines, baby. Bye-bye for now.